Hello warriors, I'm sure you come across breaking news on a daily basis on multiple news channels. What about ankylosing spondylitis? Is there any breaking news in this field? Is there any new breakthrough? Any new drug to take care of ankylosing spondylitis? Or for that matter to cure ankylosing spondylitis? Yes, there is. A Russian university has announced that it has come up with a new drug, a biologic to take care of ankylosing spondylitis. This is something that the university has announced last month itself. Is this drug really effective? Is this drug safe? Is it better than the drugs that are already available for ankylosing spondylitis? Let's have a look. St. Petersburg University Clinic from Russia announced last month that they have come up with a new drug, a biologic for ankylosing spondylitis. This is named Seniprutug or BCD 180. It's a biologic agent given as an IV infusion and works on T cells, one of the immune cells that are responsible for ankylosing spondylitis. The Russian health authorities have already approved this drug for ankylosing spondylitis, and the first batch of the drug has already been released in the Russian market. So much is the buzz around this new medicine for ankylosing spondylitis that news sites have started claiming that Russia can expect more medical tourism because of this new drug. Let us have a look at these news articles. In fact, the first announcement by St. Petersburg University Clinic to understand and analyze this new drug. As you can see, the heading says that St. Petersburg University Clinic has a drug to cure the first patient in Russia with ankylosing spondylitis. Somehow, the heading itself shows that the quality of the article may not be appropriate. As you read through the article, though they have mentioned cure of the patient with ankylosing spondylitis, this cure term is never mentioned anywhere else in the article. All that it says is university doctors have started using this Seniprutug, the new drug for ankylosing spondylitis. The drug is given IV over 6 to 8 hours. After the first infusion, the patient felt well and was under supervision of the medical staff. They have not really discussed the efficacy, the effect of this medicine in detail, and they have definitely not mentioned anything about cure of ankylosing spondylitis in this patient. So probably the heading of the entire news is quite misleading, and there is nothing about cure that is mentioned anywhere in this article. How about the clinical studies of this drug? There are very limited number of studies about this new drug in rheumatology journals. This is one of the studies, ELEFTA phase 2 clinical study, which looks at this drug in ankylosing spondylitis patients. This does show, definitely shows promising results in patients with ankylosing spondylitis. However, this is probably the only study that this drug has to show its efficacy. There is one more study looking at how this drug compares with adalimumab. Adalimumab is an established biologic drug as far as ankylosing spondylitis is concerned. So this study looks at comparison between Seniprutug and adalimumab. However, mind you, this is not a direct comparison study. What would a direct comparison study mean is patients with ankylosing spondylitis, say 100 patients, are divided into two groups. One of the groups receives Seniprutug and the other group receives adalimumab, and the results in both the groups are compared to understand which drug is better. This is not this type of study or a direct comparison study. What has been done is data from other adalimumab studies is taken, data from the study that I just spoke to you has been taken, and these two data are compared to see which molecule works better. Is it Seniprutug or adalimumab? So in scientific terms, this is not a very effective or a very good evidence to compare the two molecules. However, the new drug does look comparable to adalimumab as far as this study is concerned. As we just saw, there are just a few limited studies that are available as far as this new molecule is concerned. So we require many more studies to understand if this drug is really effective, if this drug is really safe, and is this drug better than what is already available for ankylosing spondylitis. So there is a long way to go for this molecule. We require direct comparison studies as well, comparing this molecule with the established molecules for ankylosing spondylitis. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Stand for AS videos. Let's meet again next week with a fresh episode of Stand for AS videos to discuss something new about ankylosing spondylitis. Thank you, warriors, for joining. Keep smiling. Let's meet next week.